Welcome to the Empowered Woman Podcast. This is a place for you to learn from inspiring women how to empower yourself through self-love. I'm so glad that you're here. My name is martaspirk, and I'm your host, triplet mom, woman empowerment coach, and all things motivation extraordinaire.
On this episode, recorded live on Facebook, I talk about why you belong inside the Empowered Woman School. And I also share more about the giveaway that I'm doing and other exciting news. Let's get right to it. But I wanted to hop on and talk to you more about the Empowered Woman School, the drive that I'm working on this week to get more women to join, and all the amazing new things that we have going on. And if you have any questions about the Empowered Woman School as you're popping up live, please post them underneath. Hi, lady, so that I can answer any of the questions. So I wanted to explain to you what I'm doing this week, what the Empowered Woman School is, to help you figure out if you belong with us, if you as a woman belong with us inside the school. And I also wanted to talk about something super exciting that happened last week. I was interviewed by the Boss Mom podcast on the Boss Mom podcast by Dina Malstaff. And that was a huge accomplishment to me. Being stuck in quarantine and not being able to do a whole lot of the things that I am used to doing has been hard, but being featured on that podcast means so much to me because it's just a testament of my growth and of my journey as a woman, as a mom, as an entrepreneur. Thanks so much for everyone joining me. Hi, Janae. Hi, Nicole. And when I joined the Boss Mom group, that was the very first group that I joined after becoming a mom. 3 years ago, over 3 years ago, I was looking for entrepreneur groups on Facebook, and I found the Boss Mom group. I don't even know how many members they had at the time, but now they have over 50,000 members. It's an amazing group, an amazing resource. If you're a mom and an entrepreneur, I encourage you to go join. Just search Boss Mom, and you will find it. Boss Moms, and you will find the group. And 3 years later, to be invited to be interviewed by the founder of the Boss Mom, which is a huge platform and a huge 6-figure, 7-figure, I don't even know, business. It's huge to have somebody that is so successful invite you to be on their podcast and talk about your business. It meant a lot to me, and it was real confirmation of how far I have come. And that's why I'm coming on today to share this amazing news with you, but also to tell you more about the Empowered Woman School and why you belong here. And what I've been realizing is that, when we're young little girls, we don't know what we're going to face in our lives. We just start taking one day at a time, and we start learning things, and we just do the best we can with what we have. And it's a tough journey. And even thinking about me, I never imagined I would have triplets. I never imagined I would live abroad, even though that was one of my dreams. And throughout all of the things that I have accomplished, which people praise me so much for, no one's really seeing the behind the scenes. And I've been wanting to show more of the behind the scenes and share my journey with you, because lots of people look at me and they think, wow, you're amazing. And I don't want to just be motivation or inspiration. I want to inspire you to transform yourself. So from inspiration to transformation, I want to help you feel empowered and not just look at other women that are empowered and wish you had that. I want you to start taking the steps to get there. Whatever there means, because we never really get anywhere, right? We're just always growing and learning. And what I created with the Empowered Woman School was a platform, and is a platform, for women to share what's working for them and how they are overcoming their insecurities and overcoming the things that hold them back. And maybe they're not overcoming and they need that help. And that's where all the women together sharing their journeys comes in, because there's so many networking groups out there. There's so many groups that meet in person, or there are groups on Facebook and other membership sites where you can talk about your business. But I realized that not every woman has a business. Not every woman even has a career if they're a stay-at-home mom, but they still want to be able to talk about their journeys and to talk about their feelings and what's going on inside. They want to have that those friends, that network, that tribe. And for most of us, it's hard making friends as adults, right? And we have different levels and types of friendships. There's that one friend that you always talk about your husband to. There's that one friend that you always talk about your body and your weight to. But it's hard to have a group of friends that you can talk about anything and everything. And this is what the Empowered Women School is. It's women from different stages of life, different backgrounds that come together to talk about their struggles and what has helped them overcome things. Hi, Teresa. And so this is what the Empowered Women School is helping you find tools and resources through other women and to share the tools and resources that have helped you grow in your journey, to muster up the strength to stand up to your boss, to stand up to your husband, or start that hard conversation, or stand up to your in-laws, and creating boundaries for yourself, or being more firm with your kids. How do you get that strength? How do you get that confidence to do the things that you want to do and you just feel like you can't? How do you go from having that conversation with yourself, saying, who are you to do that, to saying, I am who I am and I can do that and I can move forward? Because this is what I realized that I have been doing with my life. Like when I decided to get married and move to the United States and come without even knowing my husband 10 years ago, it was a hard decision. It was a hard leap of faith to tell my parents, hey, I'm done and I'm leaving. If you're from a Latin family, you know how hard that is. And I took that step and I made it happen. What is it in you that helps you take that step, even if you have no idea if it's guaranteed that it's going to work out? What do you tell yourself so that you can take that one step? This is what we talk about in the Empowered Women School. We have these discussions to help each other move past the insecurities and just take that step and just do the things that scare you, right? To use fear as a compass. This scares the hell out of me, but I'm going to take the step and I'm going to do that. Or even when we decided to move back to Brazil, my husband knew no Portuguese, and we just moved back pretty much starting from scratch. That was a hard step too. And when I decided to have kids and I found out I had triplets, I'm still dealing with the ramifications of that. And I've been saying recently that it's not that I had postpartum depression. I was dealing with the anxiety of learning that I had triplets. The day that I learned that I had triplets, my life changed. It wasn't even after they came. Of course, things kept changing over and over again. But how do you deal with tough situations in your life? What do you do? Do you pray? Do you journal? What are the strategies that you use? This is what we talk about in the school. And it's not just me as God laying down the law in the school telling you what you're supposed to do. It's we collectively as women helping each other with what works for us. And what works for one may not work for the other. So that's why it's important to have a huge toolbox where you talk about different things, different tools that can help you. And that's why I even shared last week on the podcast that I'm partnering up with another coach, another empowerment coach. Her name is Erin Bear. You may be seeing lots of my posts recently, but she's going to be one of the instructors inside the school. Hi, Tara. She's an empowerment coach. She has an amazing story of overcoming abuse, sexual assault, and she was a bodybuilder for several years and almost a professional golfer. She's amazing. And she shares her story by writing her book that's called From Beaten to Badass. And she's come on board in the school to teach other women some of the resources and the strategies that she has used to propel herself forward. And this is what I encourage every student inside the school to do, is to teach a class on their expertise, because you, my friend, you have an expertise. Your story is your expertise. I grew up in church, and for so long I heard people telling me, you have a calling. You need to figure out what your calling is, or you need to pray so that God will reveal your calling to you. And now at 33 years old, I know that my calling is my entire life. My calling is my entire life. Everything that I have gone through up until this point is my calling. And when I share my insecurities and my struggles and what I've overcome, I help other people. So I want to invite you to join the Empowered Women School this week, so that you can start sharing your story boldly out there. Because lots of women that started their business because they want to share their story. And maybe you don't have a platform for that yet. Maybe you're just in the early stages, or you just want more exposure. So this is what the Empowered Women School is. It's a group of women there, thirsty, hungry, waiting for you to share your knowledge, to share the amazing things that are on your heart. And even if you don't have a business, if you're a career woman or a stay-at-home mom, I can guarantee you that you've gone through so many struggles and challenges in your life, and that by just sharing your story, other people will be touched. Tears will happen. And even though we can't hug, just yet, but we can do virtual hugs. And it's been amazing to have these Zoom meetings weekly with these women and to see them opening up their hearts, to other women. Because we're all in this together, whether it be the quarantine or just life or motherhood or just being a woman. Only us can understand what it is like to be a woman. And that's why I created this space so that we can share these things with each other. And so this week I'm doing a drive. I want as many women as possible to join the Empowered Women School this week because I've had the school for almost a year now, but the English version of it is pretty recent. It started in January, and the membership is $27 a month. And starting May 1st, I'm doing several changes, especially because of having another coach in there. I'm raising the price to $99 a month. And so I want to have as many women as possible join me before I raise the price to $99. And so this week is your week. It's your week to connect with other women, to start sharing your story, and to start learning how to get the confidence, again, to stand up for the hard people in your life, to have those hard conversations. And maybe if you are already confident enough to talk about everything, to start understanding more about your personality and how you can understand other people's personalities so that you don't come off as strong. I have several ladies inside the school and inside the Empowered Women community who are pretty outspoken, and their struggle actually is to tone it down. So if you're the kind of person that tells it like it is, and some people take it the hard way, then this is an opportunity for you as well to share your strength, which that to me is a strength, being able to say what's on your mind, to share what's on your mind, but taking into consideration other people's feelings as well, understanding that everybody has a different personality type. So the people that are always so offended about what you say, maybe they need a different delivery. And this is something that we can practice and learn together inside the Empowered Women School. So to help you join the school, not only is it, $27 a month, that's amazing, and you need to join this week, but also we're doing a giveaway. So I partnered up with amazing women, so women-owned businesses that have products, and some of them are offering services too. I've been posting about this ever since last week, and I'll continue to post this week. I'll be doing a giveaway for all the members inside the Empowered Women School that join by Friday. You will enter the giveaway to get amazing products. So there's essential oils, there's a free consultation or $100 off a consultation with a book editor or a book coach that can help you get started with your book, with writing your book. I have gift certificates for athletic wear, so Zia athletic wear. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but there are so many amazing things. Jewelry. Women are contributing with amazing gifts to gift you if you join the Empowered Women School. So I'm super excited about that. So these are the few things that I wanted to talk to you about. Is you belong in the Empowered Women School if you're a woman, first and foremost. If you're ready to ditch guilt, worry, fear, shame, if you're ready to take control of your life, if you're ready to take responsibility for your own happiness instead of expecting others to make you happy, if you're ready to start a path of self-validation, so instead of waiting on others to validate you, to compliment you, you learn how to do that yourself. So to pay close attention to your self-talk. Right? What are you telling yourself? Are you constantly telling yourself that you can't do it, that you're not good enough, that, who are you to do something different with your life? Who are you to apply for the job? Who are you to speak up and, again, setting boundaries for the hard people in your life? Then this is for you. And this is for every woman, because all of us need to learn how to stand our ground. All of us need this. So that's why you belong in the Empowered Women School, because this is a sisterhood, a tribe of women that support women. We see so much online about women fixing each other's crowns and things like that, but are we really doing that? Or are we just stabbing each other in the back? Because I've had several friendships, and every time that I feel like I have found a friend that's going to be there for me, I get disappointed. And I get it. People will disappoint us. I have learned that. You can't expect people not to disappoint you because you can't control them, right? But once you build that foundation inside of you that you will be there for yourself no matter what, you learn how to be there for people more, so that you learn to be a better friend for others because you learn to be that better friend for you. So instead of expecting that best friend to fall off from the sky and be your, shoulder to cry on. You can learn to cry on your own shoulder and then share it with other women too. It's a beautiful, beautiful process. And it's really helped me improve my relationships with my friends, with my kids, with my husband, because I have learned to see my true worth and who I really am for me. I haven't been expecting so much from others to tell me who I am and to define who I am, which that's not to say that I'm perfect, because I'm still learning. It's still a struggle, don't get me wrong, but it's a journey, Every single day you pay closer attention and you become more aware of the things you tell yourself. And that's what helps you keep moving forward. So I encourage you to go join the Empowered Women School. I will post the links here, but you can just go to martaspirk.com and go to programs or click any of the links and you'll be able to join the Empowered Women School. You can see more information. You can shoot me a message to learn more about it. But basically, this is your week to join us for $27 a month, and you will be entered in a giveaway. So besides getting all the amazing friendships and the connections and, access to all the classes that we've had in the past. So it's a platform, it's a website. You can log on and start watching all of the classes and, doing the exercises, because it's lots of exercises and journaling prompts and things like that. You'll also be entered in this amazing giveaway. You'll have the opportunity to teach classes for the school as well. So there's so many good things going on. And another thing too that I want to remind you, if you haven't checked it out, is that I've been releasing songs on my YouTube channel. So I've been singing songs just for fun and some motivational ones. And I plan on starting a playlist of just empowerment songs for women. So that, if you're down in the dumps, you can go listen to that playlist and be encouraged and be empowered. And today I'm actually releasing a song as soon as I get off here. I'm releasing a song that has everything to do with the theme of the week in the school. I'll be teaching a class about the little girl inside. We'll be talking about, your identity as a little girl and how that shifts throughout life, but she's still in there. And so I'm going to release this song called The Voice Within, because really, really, this is the mission of the Empowered Women's School, is you trusting your own voice within, that voice that is always telling you, keep going, you got this, you're amazing. You know that there's a voice in there that says that, right? And you can call it the Holy Spirit. Other people call it different things, but there is a voice inside of you that tells you that you can do anything. And then there's this other voice, that voice of doubt, that voice that tells you that you're nothing, right? That you need people to build you up, that you need validation from others, and that, you're nothing on your own. And which one have you been listening to the most? Today, I want to encourage you, if you're watching me, to listen to the voice within that tells you that you're amazing just the way you are, because this is the voice that your little girl wants to hear and needs to hear. And she's in there and she's waiting for you to validate her. She will not feel fulfilled by getting the validation from others, because that's not what fulfills the whole. You are complete as you are with yourself and no one else, but you have to understand that to begin with. So I'll be releasing the song. Stay tuned. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, go on ahead. Just look for me, martaspirk, on YouTube and subscribe. I have amazing songs on there. And if you have requests for songs, do let me know too, because I always love taking requests. But yeah, I hope this encourages and empowers you today. And if you still have any questions on why you belong in the Empowered Women's School, please shoot me a message. And I see a couple of people are still watching me, so let me know if you have any questions. But I'm super excited about this drive to help women transform themselves. So to just go from being inspired by me to actually start taking action and making changes in your life and standing up for yourself, because you're worth it. You're amazing. You're a badass. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you missed the beginning of the video, you can go watch, but I'll also be releasing this as a podcast episode on the Empowered Woman podcast. If you haven't subscribed, go on ahead to any channel that has podcasts and look for the Empowered Woman podcast, and you will see, and you will find me, and you will find this show, this episode and other episodes too that I've had talking about the Empowered Woman School. What is an empowered woman? If you have no idea what that means, then you have to be checking out more of my content and also join the Empowered Women School. Thank you so much for joining in, and have a great rest of your week. Bye-bye. I hope this episode helped answer some of your questions about the school and help you take the jump to enroll and join us this week before the rates go up. Just go to martaspirk.com for more info or check out the links in the show notes. Until next time, bye.